Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. And look who I have here. She is Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. And today in January Cakes, I am going to make her. And you can watch me make her from start to finish. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. So the first here, I've stacked up a few cakes here. And as you can see, I am slowly carving it into a teardrop shape. If you notice, so the teardrop shape, it's already taking a shape on this portion here. You know, I like to use this carving knives because I take out little bits. I don't take out lots, I take out little bits so that I can make the shape. So if you notice, that's almost like a teardrop shape. So that is Pinkie Pie's body. So I'm just lifting her up here and moving her to her final cake board, which is a drum board. So here I am now crumb coating. I'm pretty happy with the shape of her body. And then of course, after crumb coating here, I'm going to put it back in the fridge to let it set. So here, this is almost like the second coat of my cake. And I'm using a Swiss meringue buttercream here. And of course, for the legs, to have the legs, I have to carve out those shapes. And then if you can see there, I'm using sort of a cake pop, cake clay to make that specific shape, because these are her hooves, because you know, Pinkie Pie is a horse. Well, not a horse, she's a pony. Alright, so I still filled, if you look at those brown color there, that's a cake clay or a cake pop. So here, I am using this trick. I use a saran wrap. So instead of like going over using my spatula, I can actually shape it using my hands if I cover it with a saran wrap. So I put it back in the fridge, and then so here's the fun part. Well, fun part for me. So this is a pink fondant that I've rolled out, and I'm simply just covering her legs. So look at that. And then I'm gonna drape around this fondant to cover their entire body. There you go, that's what we're doing. Okay, and then after that, I'm going to smooth it out. I'm just gonna put away those shaped ones. So take a look at all those nook and crannies right here. Push them. And this part, what I'm doing, I'm tucking in the fondant because it has to look like her butt. And then I'm just smoothening. Smoothening, is that even a word? I don't know. Anyway, so as you can see, I already have her all set. And these two are her front legs. So Pinkie Pie is already slowly taking shape. Now after I've set that aside, now I'm gonna make Pinkie Pie's face here. This is actually a styrofoam, and then I shaped the styrofoam, and then I covered it with the same pink fondant I used for Pinkie Pie's body. And I'm actually following a tutorial here of how to make Pinkie Pie's face. So you know, those little ponies, one of their distinct character feature is their eyes, and they have these really beautiful eyes. So I'm also trying to capture that on this cake. So I'm painting it a bit to give that little depth. And then of course you have your eyes here so that their eyes look like they're twinkling. And then after that, of course, they have to have eyelashes. So I just rolled out a black fondant, and then what I did was I had to stick it around. I just used water to act as my glue. And then here, to finish it off, I added lashes. Isn't she adorable? Now, again, this is a really challenging part here. I had to get a different color of pink and make it like a really darker pink. But with this fondant, I had to mix it with some Tylose powder to make it harden, because it has to be stiff for it to stand like that. See, I'm struggling here a bit, but in the end I made it work. I had to have them all lined up like that because this is Little Pony's mane. So if you can see at the back there, you just need to cover it up a bit. I added a few more. Now it's just not part of the video, but you can keep adding. And then of course, always have a photo of, you know, your inspiration so that you know, you have an idea of how much hair to add. And look at that, all done. Isn't she pretty? Follow for more.